are here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man, 300 pounds. No one in the heavyweight division is as terrifying as this man. And he'll be taking on the juggernaut Joe Joyce. 6'6" tall, 210 pounds, and he loves to bang it out.
An amazing reach advantage that fighters do not expect to see in this kind of fighter. The jab is unassumingly long and sharp and fast, and that will really put you off your stride.
Eddie Hall, the Beast. And yes, you guessed it, he is a heavyweight. In fact, the world's strongest man, and he fights out of Newcastle, England. The juggernaut Joe Joyce fights out of London, the United Kingdom. He is an intimidating specimen.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Newcastle under Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 world's strongest man, Eddie the Beast Hall. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, and standing at 6 feet 6 inches, here is a British, Commonwealth, International, and European heavyweight champion, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Joe Joyce, an Olympic medalist. There's a counter shot. Throws the jab, but does not score. His stamina is off the charts. We've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Right uppercut can't find a home. Defense is not an option for these two. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That hook doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Every time they... Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Kid, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Get focused, get your mind back on the job, get back out there and win the round.
You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on end and think about what you...
Shots off, Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. That left hook missed. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
Paralyzed them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You'd like to see more jabs. Holding nothing back here in the round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Mix him back together and put it back on him.
And there's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab slightly off target. The stamina is off the charts. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice stop, but that won't score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus a... Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
Back at it in round four. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And they block the right uppercut. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know,
The beast, Eddie Hall, is down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
a shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You are ready.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner somehow.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry.
Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They exchange punches. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter punch caught him clean. Hold that thought. He caught him big time. But just when you think Joe Joyce is out of it, he comes firing right back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Calm yourself.
There's the bell for round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Joyce is in trouble. Joe Joyce has one of the best chins in the heavyweight division, no doubt about it.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And Eddie Hall goes down! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. There's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Missing with the hook. His stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Punch, counter punch. Right hook misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about...
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps are the
Round 8, and we're off again. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. A huge opportunity. Can he cash in? But just when you think Joe Joyce is out of it, he comes firing right back.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner?
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Oh, down goes Joe Joyce. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick. And Joyce goes to the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your boy.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.